Find a comfortable position, sitting or lying down. Allow your body to settle into the weight of gravity. Begin to notice the inhale and exhale streaming over the upper lip. Notice the temperature and tempo of your breath. Now tune into the space within the skull. Notice any pressure within the head. Sense the subtle vibrations of the brain. Feel these subtle vibrations within the skull softening the edges of pressure within the nose, forehead, eye sockets, and cheekbones. Feel the earlobes becoming heavy as the ears float away from the head. As the ears drift away, the space within the skull expands into spacious light, becoming smooth and flowing with gentle tides of sensation that pour out beyond the bones of the skull and roll softly from the eye sockets. Focus on the space behind the eyes and into the back of the mouth. Release any tension of the mouth into the waves of sensation within the skull. These gently pulsating waves moving into the throat, creating a cocoon of vibration that softens the muscles of the neck. Comb through any tight clusters of muscle fiber until all the fibers of the neck and throat are hanging loosely. Allow this silky sensation to glide into the shoulders, a warming ease coating the shoulders like a heavy quilt, its weight absorbing any gripping and holding in the body by simply swaddling you in its gravity. As the shoulder blades become heavy under the comforting weight, sense the release of the upper arms. The muscles of the upper arms warming and melting from the bones. This heavy liquid sensation cascading with warm light through the elbows and into the forearms, dripping between the bones of the forearms and pooling into the wrists and hands. The fingers softly separate and extend from the palms, vibrating deeply within the bones of the fingers. Sensation flowing through the entire length of both arms as they dissolve into the vast spaciousness surrounding you. Open sensation moving from the arms and into the chest. The armpits soften and drop as the chest muscles widen across the ribs. Billowing sensations of light and radiance blooming within the chest cavity. Softness and joy swelling within the heart space. Visualize the space within the heart, a shimmering liquid pumping within the heart. This smooth, vibrant liquid creating a sparkling waterfall that pours into the body and gives an iridescence to the breath. This shimmering breath swirls through the open spaces between the ribs and wraps around the waist with a warm embrace of radiant vibration that reverberates into the belly and the muscles of the abdomen. Soften into the space behind the navel. Visualize the belly as a pool of still and quiet water. Let the breath collect and drip softly from the navel center. Each drop falling into the pool of the belly and creating an expanding ring of wake that ripples throughout the body. Let this pool within the belly flood into the deep ocean of the hips. Sense the reef of nerves settle deeply along the sacrum. Feel the nerve endings swaying to the tides within the hips, secured at their roots, and dancing amongst the light flickering in the depths of the hips. Imagine the buttocks filled with sand that spreads out beneath the body and cradles your entire being. Ascend from the sand-filled bottom, through the reefs, through the boundless ocean, rising as the water clears and lightens near the surface of the groin. Allow the surface waves to wash over and through the areas of the groin, cleansing and clearing any tension or holding. Refreshing waves of sensation cascading over the thighs, seeping beneath the muscles and saturating the bones. Cool, crisp sensation spreading into the space between the muscles and the bones and into the knees. Swirls of sensation orbiting open space within the knees and draining down into the shins. The calves elastic and buoyant, drifting away from the lower leg as the space between the calves and the ankles expands and softens. This ease and light pulls through the ankles and into the heels of each foot. Heavy sensation fuses the heels to the surface beneath you as an entire ocean of sensation pours from the legs, through the heels, and into the earth. Lightness emerges into the soles of the feet as they dissolve into formless vibrations. The bones of the feet melt into the atmosphere, and each toe becomes illuminated with weightless awareness. Sense the revealed lightness of your entire body. Explore its dissolved edges. Sense the unity within formlessness branching out through the vast and open network of all consciousness. Float here within the body, knowing you can always return to this familiar space of unlimited potential. Let yourself sink back into wakeful embodiment. Sense the bones within the body, muscles on top of the bones, skin on top of muscle, and the air on the surface of your skin. Notice the activation of the nervous system, the deepening of the breath, the light behind your lids, moisture within your mouth. Stretch your arms and legs away from the body, inhaling deeply, then parting the lips to exhale with a sigh or yawn. Thank you for your practice and helping to alleviate the world of a bit of tension. I thank you for your part in making this a lighter and brighter world. Namaste.